After a few days off for the holiday break, it's been back on the practice floor for the Wisconsin Badgers as they get ready to resume their schedule on Friday night right here at the Kohl Center against the Iowa Hawkeyes. We'll look back at their last game on December 22nd, a 23-point win against Detroit Mercy. We'll check in with one of the new additions to the team, Xavier Amos, and we'll have our weekly chat with head coach Greg Gard. All coming up on this week's edition of the Badger Sports Report. Quick pass high on the right for Blackwell. Probing. Now finds Winter open for three. Left of the circle. Splashed it. Kohl and Winter coming off a 20-point performance last Saturday against Butler. Crowd backing on Okoro. Backing left of the lane. Out to Xavier Amos. Two-man game going. Inside feed again to Crowell. Mid-post left. Backing left shoulder turn. Goes up. Good and one. Steven Crowell doing a little work inside. He'll go to the free throw line. The lead is 5 for the Badgers. Max high on the right, high screen from Crowell. Left-hand toss, Amos splits two defenders to the rim. Layup good. First points for Xavier Amos. 39-26 Wisconsin. Throwing to Fuchs high on the left. Flips it to Gondrzik, and the pass is stolen away by Kamari McGee. Ahead to Blackwell, 2-on-1. Into Janicki, low on the left. Layup is good. It into Winter, low on the right. At the block. Kicks it to McGee, trying to keep it alive and tapped it somehow to Tanjay. Bounces to McGee, 5 to shoot. Out to Ilver for 3, straight on, straight in for Marcus Ilver. There you go. This is Wisconsin basketball. Hands off the screen of Crowell. Klesman for 3 and he buries it. Blackwell driving right lane line, runs it up and in off the glass. Tapped by Crowell, picked up Winter, finds Tanjay, down the lane, slam dunk. Slips it in the crowd, low on the left, slam dunk. Finds McGee, low on the left, he'll finish.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors building Wisconsin together. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
My name is Kels Morrissey. I've been with Hy-Vee for 12 years. For 95 years, Hy-Vee was known on its quality and service, and right now that isn't enough, which is why we lowered thousands of prices. It pains me to know that customers are having to choose different retailers, some of which don't offer the quality that Hy-Vee does, just to make ends meet on their grocery shopping. We need to gain the customer's trust back that we have the best prices, and I guarantee you that going forward, we will.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
Nolan, I think, is just, I used a phrase earlier this week that he's just been hatched, so to speak. So he's so young in terms of where he can be. and what he can do. I mean, you see at that size and the skill level that he has and the athleticism he has, and he has a motor. I don't know if he realizes how impactful and how good he can be, and it's our job to help, keep pushing that bar.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be as aggressive as I can, and some days the ball kind of bounces your way like today kind of did, and some days it doesn't. I'm going to walk out here with 2 rebounds and still be aggressive. Like, it's what basketball is, and I know Steve's going to have some multiple double-doubles for us coming his way too. So, I mean, it's up to us, how physical we want to be, and I think me and Steve both up here, we want to be physical every time, knowing that we're kind of the big guys for this team in the Big Ten. It's a tough conference, so just doing that and providing the rebounding and all that kind of stuff, it's huge. So, yeah, I sure hope so. I hope I can continue to be physical and do that kind of stuff. And yeah,
it's good to be able to play and go really deep into the bench for some pretty substantial minutes. I think that'll help not only those individuals but us collectively going forward, because we're going to continue to need all the help we can get.
A great spot. We've played some great teams earlier this year. Arizona, Greenbrier played 2 great teams. So. I think we're set going into Big Ten play, but we're need to come back hungry and hopefully go out and get a win for time.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
Toyotathon is still on. Now's the perfect time to recharge with a new Toyota.
I'm taking a RAV4 hybrid hiking.
Sounds fun.
Oh.
We're going on a road trip in a Tacoma. Wow.
Nice.
We're taking our pack to see snow in a Sequoia.
Can we keep them?
I think I oversnapped.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $279 a month. Or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
Toyotathon ends January 6th.
Toyota, let's go places.
There's a chance to exhale, I suppose, for Badger fans certainly, and for players and coaches, although probably a brief exhale for those guys, even though the games are separated from the December 22nd game against Detroit Mercy. Jumping back into Big Ten play coming up on Friday night, January 3rd, against the Iowa Hawkeyes as we visit with Badgers head coach Greg Gard. A little maybe getaway time, but not much, right? Is there going to be work to be done?
Not much, yeah. I mean, there's always work to be done, Matt. So we never run out of things to work on. But no, we come through finals, and then obviously with Detroit, and then allowed our players, because I like to give them either Thanksgiving, a little window around Thanksgiving, or Christmas time to go back home or be with their family and friends. And that didn't happen with Thanksgiving, so we're able to give them more time here around Christmas, 4 days actually to be exact, and then bring them back. So I think the break is coming at the right time. I think you come through this first wave of non-conference games and a couple conference games, and we had a lot of them stacked up together, where this will give us not only a time to kind of catch our breath, so to speak, but also to work on things that we've seen over the first 12 games, 13 games that we have to continue to get better at. So you'd like to maybe throw a game in between that Christmas and when you open Big Ten play back up again, but you're only allowed so many, so you have to place them where they fall, and sometimes you don't have a choice of where they fall. You have to take advantage of the breaks when you get them.
Every year we talk about the challenges of putting a non-conference schedule together. Some of it is done for you with television arrangements or the MTEs, but it seems like you got to see a variety of styles, obviously some very marquee teams along the way. Did you get out of it what you had hoped going in?
Yeah, I think we've pretty well established a rotation. I had a pretty good idea going in, even to the start, of where it was going to be, and it was going to be a matter of how those guys, how they grew within those roles. But I think we've, as you mentioned, we've seen a variety of styles. We're going to continue to see a variety of styles as we get back into Big Ten play. So, and I think our own players, from their standpoint, being comfortable in their roles. We talk a lot about McGee and Gilmore and what they do for us, and obviously that group, that starting five, and how the other guys off the bench have stepped in and helped. And there's been, we have some variations and combinations we can go with at different times that I think we've seen the big lineup be good. We've seen a little more smaller lineup be good at times. So the nice part is we have flexibility and experience within those 9 guys.
You mentioned the variety in the Big Ten because I think those in my industry anyway, we overgeneralize. We're saying, well, the ACC does this, the old Pac-12 did that, the Big Ten with 18 teams now.
Right.
I mean, no, it's not just one league, one personality. You got all kinds of styles within the conference, right?
Yeah, and you go from East Coast to West Coast, and it changes. You look at what Penn State is doing, what Maryland is doing, Rutgers, and then you go all the way to the West Coast, and UCLA is totally different than Oregon. So there is a wide variety of styles, a wide variety of maybe personalities with teams, so to speak. And with the rosters constantly changing, I mean, there's very few rosters that you see the same players year after year after year. And you just watch how our own roster has changed, and we're one of the more stable rosters within the league that has retained a large portion of our players. So you're constantly, even though the name is the same in terms of what's on the jersey, what's behind that jersey and how they're playing evolves every year.
Oh, you mentioned that. The first 2 Big Ten teams you played, their rosters are dramatically different from a year ago. The one thing, though, we've talked about the balance in this league seemingly forever. Through 2 Big Ten games, only 3 teams got through unscathed.
Right.
I mean, Michigan, Michigan State, and UCLA, which I guess that might be a preview of what fans might want to look for here. It's just going to be hard to put together a gaudy conference record given what looks to be a balanced league.
Yeah, I think the parity, and winning on the road. Winning on the road is hard. And that's, I think everybody is seeing that, although obviously Michigan came in here and got one. UCLA banked one in at Oregon to win that one. So it is the parity across the board. I mean, I haven't seen everybody in depth, but the glimpses I've caught of the various programs, and I think I've seen most everybody, and even in small snippets, we're all pretty equal. I don't think there hasn't been, and I think even nationally, we've seen, there's not maybe a dominant team that's way out there. There's just not. There shouldn't be in this landscape. There's so much parity with everything else that's going on with the NIL. Disperses, rosters. It impacts the portal. The portal impacts rosters. So I think what we're seeing is there's a lot of parity regardless of record.
And for guys who are new to Big Ten basketball, the 2 games played in December, there's obviously a marketing component to that. But guys like Tanjay, Xavier Amos, Jack Janicki, guys getting their first real, this is probably good for them. It's like, okay, this is what it's all about now.
Yeah, they'll learn if they haven't learned already. They're walking into 2 full arenas, the first 2 Big Ten games, and we'll see that going forward as well. And I think that's one thing we always. I mean, this league is far and away, attendance-wise, it has been for almost 50 years, the leader nationally. No conference has more fans in attendance than what the Big Ten does. So it's a credit to the schools and the fans in our own regions and areas that they support us. But the history of the Big Ten, I know it's gone to 18. Now we're the mighty 18 or whatever it's going to be next. But the support we get specifically throughout the Midwest is really, really appreciated, and it's one of a kind because no other conference has been able to do it.
Yeah, the Big Ten regular season truly does matter. That doesn't even need to be said about players and coaches, but it means a lot to the fans as well. And the Badgers get back to it on Friday night against the Iowa Hawkeyes. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badgers Sports Report.
At Gruber Lofts, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Lofts today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
We continue to visit with some of the newer additions to the Wisconsin staff, and Badger fans have had a glimpse of what this guy, Xavier Amos, can do. He can do a lot of things, but I gotta start. A highlight reel block. The game at Illinois. Great photo of it, a still shot against a really good play for Illinois. That a big part of your arsenal, blocking shots?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's something that's in my repertoire, in my bag, and I just want to utilize it more, especially help side and jump shots too. So, yeah.
Tell us about the transition. We've talked with Cameron Hunter, we've talked with John Tanjay about it. Kind of walk us through what it was like for you making the move from Northern Illinois up to Wisconsin, and how's that first semester, the fall semester, how did that go for you?
It's been definitely a big change. Just the skill level and talent of players is just on a different level, and that's why I wanted to be in this conference, be at this level. But just the physicality and things like that is just something that's different, and we all had to just kind of get ready for it. So I'm still adjusting to it. I'm still getting better every day, still learning from these older guys, from these coaches, and yeah, and as a team, we're getting better. We're still learning from these, past few losses, and we're going to be a better team for sure.
Tell us about it. I mean, Chicago basketball, Whitney Young, imagine a lot of talented players there, and then from there to NIU to here. But tell us about, I mean, it's been it doesn't happen all the time. Every now and then we see a Chicago guy come here to the University of Wisconsin. But tell us about it. What was the talent level like there in your time?
There was some good players coming out of there. So Whitney Young, we traveled nationally, at the varsity level. So we were playing some of them top players. I think we played one of the players on Indiana. So we played a hard schedule. Then we made it down the city, made it down the state. So it's been I played a lot of good, talented players. So that really prepared me, I think, for this level. And yeah.
I know you got deep into the state tournament, but what are the public league title? That means something, doesn't it?
Especially because Whitney Young, we don't win. They didn't win that too much. I think that was like one in a lot of years. So it was good to win that, and then good to get downstate.
You had a big jump at Northern Illinois, statistically from your freshman year to your sophomore year. Take us through that. What was the big difference in your game, year one to year two?
Oh, well, for my freshman year, I had a high ankle sprain, so I was kind of in and out of the lineup, and then I was officially out, after one of the games. But when I was rehabbing, I was just focusing on just fine-tuning my game, just being good in every facet of the game, offensively and defensively. And then I got comfortable, I think, my sophomore year, and I got into a groove, and I was able to hoop a little bit.
I know I had more than a little bit. I remember asking you at one of the basketball events before the season started. The breakout game, if you want to call it that, was the game against Northwestern, and a really good team. Obviously, that's become a really, really good program in this conference. But that had to be one of those nights where every time the ball left your hand, you felt pretty good about it.
Yeah, there was one shot that hit the front rim and then bounced in. That's how I knew. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a good game. That's how I knew. But yeah, I just when I was back in that game, I was in that mode, and my teammates then was finding me and giving me good spots. Yeah.
And you're good from the three-point line. It seemed like somebody you could score at every level. Was that an area that you specifically worked on? Being able to ramp up your three-point shooting.
Yeah. The game, how the game is moving nowadays, is just heavily on the on the three-pointer. So especially at my size, and I could bring that versatility where I could stretch the floor, shoot from three, and pick and pop, slide out, go screens, and all of that, where I could do that at my size, is just very beneficial to have on the court.
Which made this a really good fit for you. I mean, a lot of factors go into things now, but just the style and what they want to do, the tweaks that they made, that just kind of sounds like it's right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah. I think I fit well here, and I think I'm still finding my groove and just getting my rhythm still. And that's just going to take a process, and, my teammates doing a great job of just, staying in my ear, helping me learn, all of that, so, yeah.
The newcomers here, they talk about, and even coaches in the past, if it's Coach Gard or Coach Ryan before, they say that sometimes the biggest challenge is just understanding all the principles defensively that's expected.
Yeah.
Does that Was that kind of the case with you as well?
Yeah, I could say that in the beginning. Even still now, it's just even playing these great teams, every night, and it's always an adjustment we have to make, and thinking on the fly, and that's something I'm still learning, and just playing more reactive or playing less reactive, as coach would say, and just being more ready, and
yeah. Being here in the summer, working out with the guys, that had to be great on the floor and off the floor too. Would you say just getting to know everybody here?
Yeah, I love getting to know these guys in the summer, hanging out or playing the game in the locker room, just having the locker room talks, and just the camaraderie is just great for, team chemistry and all of that. Just prepares us for late in the season. February, March, when it gets, harder.
It's a pretty good place to be, period, but especially in the summertime, right?
Yeah. It's real nice in the summer.
So what was the go-to? What was the thing away from basketball? You just wanted to go relax a little bit. Did you have a go-to spot?
I went to the terrace a few times on the lake. It was super hot, but it was very beautiful with the water and stuff. Some good restaurants out here for sure. And yeah, some good stuff out here. I can't think of it right now, though.
Yeah, no, it's sneaky good. I mean, this isn't the biggest city in the world, but there's a lot of pretty good spots.
It's a lot of hidden gems.
Yes, well put. You've had, as we speak, you've had some exposure in the big-time environments here in conference and out of conference, but that's a draw. I mean, you talked about the competition level, but just, Big Ten basketball, the regular season means so much for fans and for players. I would imagine you're really looking forward to going to if it's, Purdue, Rutgers, all these places that have some pretty good atmosphere.
It's really fascinating to see, because every team has a crazy crowd. Illinois, Marquette had a crazy crowd, but it's just different because they always bring something different. Like when we shooting free throws last game, they was doing some crazy stuff on the baseline. It's just crazy. But just coming from mid-major and then coming here is just a major change in the atmosphere of the games, and even our home games are just crazy, and it's a great experience.
Yeah, speaking of that, your first, I guess, exposure here to a crazy good home crowd was the Arizona game. What was that like, just being out there and having a full arena into it, the stripe out, honoring the Final Four teams, Coach Ryan? What was that like for you as a player?
That was amazing. Starting off with Coach Ryan and bringing in the players, it was amazing to see the level that this program has been out for a really long time, and then. When we, get in the game, and then, there was a few possessions in a row. We was just hitting threes, coming down the transition. The crowd is just going crazy, and it's just really an unreal feeling, honestly. Especially playing here, and it just really matters.
Kind of fun to think about, as you get later in the Big Ten season, when the stakes rise, you have that crowd behind you. That matters, though, doesn't it?
For sure, yeah. That's just having the love of the fans, and love of whenever you hit a shot or make a big play, and that you hear your teammates and hear the fans around you. It's a great feeling for sure.
All right, and hopefully much more to come.
Yes, sir.
From X and his teammates here for the Wisconsin Badgers. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badgers Sports Report.
Toyotathon is still on. Now's the perfect time to recharge with a new Toyota.
I'm taking a RAV4 hybrid hiking.
Sounds fun.
Oh.
We're going on a road trip in a Tacoma. Wow.
Nice. We're taking our pack to see snow in a Sequoia.
Can we keep them?
I think I oversnapped.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $279 a month. Or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
Toyotathon ends January 6th.
Toyota, let's go places.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors, building Wisconsin together. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Out to Myers. Badgers find Sarah Williams, double team in the paint. Williams doesn't matter, runs to the rim, left-hand finish. She's got double figures now today with 11. Delivers it over to Leitzinger, who leaves it back to Douglas. Douglas back over to Smashkovsky, left side, driving, bouncing, caught by Leitzinger in the paint, up and in.
On next week's show, we'll look back at the resumption of the Big Ten schedule as the Badgers host the Iowa Hawkeyes and get ready for another road trip a few days later off to Piscataway to square off with the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling, but to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
My name is Kels Morrissey. I've been with Hy-Vee for 12 years. For 95 years, Hy-Vee was known on its quality and service, and right now that isn't enough, which is why we lowered thousands of prices. It pains me to know that customers are having to choose different retailers, some of which don't offer the quality that Hy-Vee does, just to make ends meet on their grocery shopping. We need to gain the customer's trust back that we have the best prices, and I guarantee you that going forward, we will.